Hey up guys, welcome back to another video. We're on chapter 13, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and this is quite an easy one really. I mean, the boss isn't too difficult here, not like the rest where you have to really strategize. We strategize here a little bit, but it's not much at all. So this is going to be sort of familiar territory. Well, I guess it all is, it's your second playthrough, of course it is. But to begin with guys, you have to head all the way back to Aerith's house. Yeah, so you begin, we need to head all the way back to Aerith's house. Yes, all the way back there. There'll be some cutscenes there. And then after that you need to head all the way back. And you'll end up taking that sort of shortcut through the collapsed expressway. You remember where the robot arms were? You need to go through there now with Barret and Tifa. Now most of the enemies in the middle there you can run past. There's some gorgeous to begin with sort of monster types weak to ice. You can just lob ice element onto Cloud if you want. And there's only a few you actually need to kill. You've got the gorgeous when you first get into the collapsed expressway. They're weak to ice, so you can lob elemental and ice on Cloud and get rid of them quickly with a triple slash. Then a bit later on you'll come across a sweeper and a smogger which you have to kill. Obviously you want lightning on them and you want to use lightning, so lightning connected to magnify, lightning connected to MP and lightning connected to HP. Have the mithril saber on Cloud, then just have him kill them quickly. And then later on, collapse expressway, you'll head into like a little subway area and there'll be some human enemies. You need to kill all of them, so make sure you got fire and magnify, fire and MP absorb, and fire and HP absorb ready to get rid of them quickly. Barret, by the way, you need to try and conserve Barret's MP. You need at least about 50 of Barret's MP ready for the end boss. Cloud, it doesn't matter, because if you remember we lose control of Cloud when you go into that sort of last part of the chapter. And once you get in there you've got a lot of enemies that, well, it's basically the bugaboos. They die so quick, they're weak to wind, but they die so quick I wouldn't worry about it. You've got some bloodhounds which are weak to ice, but because they run around so much you don't want to try and lob ice at them. You want to just use ice connected to your elemental and just shoot them with Barret that way. Later on you'll come across some sort of stronger enemies like the sweeper with the disc arms. Can't remember the name now, but you come across one of them you have to kill, so you want to change to lightning, hit that with lightning, and then you're almost at the end. There'll be a few benches you come across. There's one at the end, so don't worry about HP, but remember, make sure you keep 50 MP ready for the boss fight with Barry. That's very, very important guys. Right, so to begin guys, I'm going to show you my materia setup and my weapon setup, as long as what weapon nodes I have unlocked in my weapon tree. Okay, so Barrier and Tifa. Barret, his weapon, his equipment is, well, he's got ice connected to element in his weapon, then he's got warding connected to binding as well. That's so he's immune to sleep, which a boss will cast sometimes. First strike, 2 HP ups, and Leviathan summoning materia. He's got EKG cannon, force bracelet, and the fury ring. Tifa's got motor knuckles, geometric bracelet, and fury ring. She's got eyes connected to elemental as well, warding connected to binding, parry, A to B assist, first strike, 2 HP ups, and the fat chocobo materia. Now we'll go and look at what they've got unlocked on each weapon tree. Just make sure all on track. So main core and Barret, everything except for critical hit damage. Subcore 1, only that materia slot. Subcore 2, everything except the critical hit damage. Subcore 3, everything except for critical hit rate and that new materia slot. And Tifa, metal knuckles. First core, the main one, she's got everything. Subcore 1, only attack damage. Subcore 2, everything. Subcore 3, everything except for concentration, activation. And then Subcore 4, everything except for defense. And Subcore 5, everything except for that last connected materia slot. Right, let's get onto this fight guys. This fight is not too difficult, but I am sort of going for the easy way here to make it nice and easy. So to begin, obviously you just got to keep shooting everyone with Barret and Tifa. This bit is pretty straightforward. With the weapon Barret's got, and he's got Bloodsucker, so you see a lot of the enemies killing, he's actually getting 5% HP back. So this bit, you just mainly using your overcharge and then maximum fury And with Tifa, you probably noticed as soon as she got 2 full gauges, I actually used Unbridled Strength of her ×2 to raise her main attack up and to the rise and fall sort of state of her main attack. But we're not going to use the rise and fall and Omni Strike. We're going to save them for the big boss later. So all I did when we got Tifa 2 full gauges, I just used Unbridled Strength ×2 to increase her unique ability up to the highest level, which is rise and fall. And we're just going to keep her there for a moment and keep playing this Barry, shooting the enemies. Yeah, these enemies that come on the top of the catwalk, pain in the ass. I just come over here first so I can get a good angle on them and then just get rid of them on catwalk first, because they shoot you with like a blue sort of electrical fire and it sort of stuns you for a few seconds, bit annoying. So yeah, just get rid of the enemies. You'll know once you got rid of them all, because it will sort of switch to Tifa automatically and there'll be another little scene. There's normally one that hangs about back here. Oh no, we got them all. Yes, after the scene, you now need to bring Tifa up the stairs. Yeah, so bring up the stairs. And what I do straight after this, I use Unbridled Strength, actually. Yeah, Unbridled Strength with Tifa one more time quickly, and then I switch to Barry. Because her rise and fall is about to wear off. You can see it there. It's about, what, 30% left? I quickly cast one more Unbridled Strength so it's ready for later. And then I switch back to Barry. And then I bring the appendage back to sort of low health. So Unbridled Strength and Barry. And the appendage, you want to bring it down to really low health, which is really careful, because when if you're using square, it will do little, then all of a sudden it will do a big shot at the end of the square, the basic attack. So when you come in towards the bottom of its bar, the appendage HP bar, just be careful and bring it down just that little bit, and then come around the front and shoot them at the front. But don't get too close because he can attack you, and don't shoot him when he's sort of crouched over, because you might hit the appendage. And then just keep hitting him when he's sort of stood up. You can use overcharge, but don't use anything else. Yeah, just don't get too close. Like I say, he will attack you, and don't hit him when he's crouched. So just keep hitting him until this happens. And once this happens, straight away, when you get control back of your characters, we're going to use sleep as Barrett, and that's going to put the boss to sleep. Tifa's got 2 full gauges. Barry has as well at this point, if you've been doing what I've been doing. So Barrett, sleep on the boss, very important. And then we're going to head round the back of him with Tifa, and then she's going to use Blizzard on his appendage. He's weak to ice, these enemies are, and because it's got such low health, this will stagger him. Well, pressure him anyway. So once you cast it, get around the back. That's level 3 ice Berserker. Get around the back and just keep using square attack on his heart now, on his penis, until he's completely staggered. There we go. And once he's staggered, we're going to use True Strike 2 times as Tifa, and then we're going to use Rise and Fall and Omni Strike, and then the boss will be almost dead. We'll use Maximum Fury as Barrett, and then just keep pressing triangle with Tifa. So True Strike ×2. There we go. And then Rise and Fall and Omni Strike to raise its stagger gauge a bit more, and Maximum Fury as Barrett then, and the boss will be about dead. And then just keep pressing triangle with Tifa, and then the boss is about dead now. You can see there. I'm just going to use Star Shower to finish him off. Nice and easy. And there we go, guys. Yeah, so it's all about, I mean, the mobs are fairly easy, but when the boss first appears, bring that appendage down a little bit low, so it's just a bit left, then come around the front so you don't attack the appendage. Don't get too close, he can attack you instead. And then after the next part triggers, put him to sleep, go around the back, cast the Blizzard at his appendage, hit him from the front, stagger him, and then just use True Strike ×2, Rise and Fall, Omni Strike, Maximum Fury with Barrett, and then he's about dead then. Just finish him off. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys, for chapter 13. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.